What's going on, everyone? It is your boy Thriller here, and we are here for week number 4 of the JJDL Season 6. We are taking on mi hermano, mi brother, and the man I have been really wanting a shot at for the longest time out in the draft league ever since we joined the BBR Scrambled, and there were a couple of showdown opportunities we had before that, but today is the day that me and the Grand Master D-Ray of the San Diego Snugglers. If you guys have not known who D-Ray is, what the hell are you doing? Go subscribe to D-Ray. His link and stuff will be down in the description below. D-Ray is a fantastic human being who does everything he can to balance his life, from his job to his kids, then to Pokemon in community draft centers and BBR, everything in between, He does everything in his power to just be a part of everything and still balance everything out. And much love and respect to my homie D Ray. It means a lot if you guys would go check him out. D Ray is a fantastic individual, and I absolutely love D Ray to death. He is funny, he is witty, and I just found out from our battle that he is a wrestling fan. So major points up for D Ray there. As you guys can tell, based on that comment I said, and by maybe what you see right there, this game was post-com. Now, I was suffering a lot of tech issues. Like, I was randomly, constantly being disconnected from the internet, disconnected from like Discord calls, and just having like lagged all hell and back. And I did not want to risk recording the video and being super laggy and ended up having to delete it and do a post-com. So I decided to shoot straight up a post-com, and it really kills me that I couldn't do this battle live. I really couldn't, but I still played this game against D-Ray though. We were able to play it. But yeah, if you guys, like I said, go check out D-Ray. He's a fantastic man, and this man probably has the scariest rain team I have ever seen for a Gen 7 meta. He has got the Z captains of Zero Aura, Mimikyu, followed by Ferroform, Pelipper, Stormy, Mega Pert himself, Swampert, Kingdra, Vikavolt, Crawdaunt, Beware, and Tornadus. Now look at this team. I didn't really think his bottom three were ever coming versus me. I think his bottom three do absolutely nothing into my team. Based on everything else I was expecting, I don't think Stormy made sense versus my team as it didn't really match up well. So it was between Zero. It was Zero or I knew was coming. Ferroform I knew was pretty much coming. Pelipper I knew came. Swampert came. Mimikyu I knew came because it actually had a really good match into me, and also it's D-Ray's mascot. Of course, he has to bring it. So the sixth one kind of came up between Kingdra, Vikavolt. I was really kind of debating back and forth a little bit of what I was expecting potentially to see from D-Ray. And I think at the end of the day, I think the strat that he definitely the strat is going webs with Vikavolt. I also think Vikavolt is just a super strong Pokemon in my roster as well. So definitely gonna be a tough matchup here. But with that, let's go ahead and break down the team we're bringing down for this week. As you can see, this kicking off, we've got the man El BORO making his debut this week. I actually, for a moment, was not thinking of even bringing El BORO versus D-Ray's team because I was so worried about this, that, and this. But I ended up deciding to go with El BORO because I really liked the D-Ray's team. This is probably the best El BORO matchup we're gonna get the entire season. And I mean top of Bulu. If you guys want to say Bulu, I'll just say Bulu. We are bulk up, Horn Leech, Stone Edge, and Superpower. We are max attack, adamant, 156 defense. I actually have 4 space that I did not use up. That didn't come into play. Uh, but we have enough speed on this guy to outspeed a 0 speed Pelipper. We have pretty much a lot of bulk here, so we can take 1 to 2 hits of everything. We guarantee, I think, we don't. I think we guarantee take like 1 hit unboosted from the Ferroform. Again, I think it's 1, maybe or not. But bulk up plus Horn Leech, Superpower, and Stone Age, I hit everything for D-Ree's roster for super effective and neutral damage. And this mon kind of just wins if I get a bulk up or 2 up. If I get 1 or 2 bulk ups up and I don't get confused from the confusion from Pelipper's Hurricane, this Bulu kind of just wins. So really hoping BORO puts in the work here. Up next, we're back Bloody this week. We're running with an Adamant set this week. We're actually already enough speed to outspeed, I think, Raw Dawn? Question mark? I don't really remember what the speed's for, honestly. It's been a bit since I made this team versus D-Ray. Actually, no, I think it was only like a day or 2 ago. Actually, it was yesterday, I think it was, at the time of recording this. I don't know. I don't remember. I seem to forget days, but I'll remember stuff like way in the past. I can literally forget how yesterday went. But we are Sword Stance, Will-O-Wisp, Sucker Punch, and Knockoff. We are all Dark Move because without Beware there, D-Ray does not have a Dark answer on his teams, and without Crowd on there as well. So Will-O-Wisp was there just to kind of cripple things potentially. Swords Dance, obviously, if I get boosted, is a big threat. And getting some chip damage off, I can knock out that Swampert from full with Sucker Punch. Knock off, obviously, with boosted. Does a lot. We actually have a lot of defense in this, which lets us take one hit just from pretty much everything on our opponent's team. Maybe not close combat, but anything that's not close combat, I think we actually take one fighting move of, which is really good. Overall, this mon's really strong. It's going to do really good here. Up next, we're bringing Tapu Fini, our goddess here, with the leftovers with sub HP Fire, Iron Defense, and Moonblast. I'm pretty much running mono Moonblast because I don't really need boosted Surf damage, even though that would be really, really good to have. I don't really need boosted water damage here. Hidden Power Fire is just really there so that way we can be able to kind of handle the Ferroform outside of range. We're sub Iron Defense because this way we can be able to set up defensively and pretty much beat the most of his physical offense here. His special offense will have to weaken down if you want to do anything with that. But we're 140 HP, max defense, bold, 100 speed depth, and 16 speed. Again, outspeeding the Pelipper and anything down below that is running with speed. Up next, we're running Gengar standard max build because it is the only thing that guarantee outspeeds a Jolly Max Speed Swampert, Destiny Bond, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and Focus Blast. Gengar's main job here is to just chip things down, and once I see an opportunity to maybe get rid of a threat potentially, we click Destiny Bond and take it down with us. So overall, Gengar is here to either be a late game cleaner, a potential somewhat breaker, or to help get rid of something that we desperately need. Up next, we're finally bringing the seeds, ladies and gentlemen. We're finally bringing it after 4 weeks. We are bringing the seed Lucha. We're bringing Grassy Siege, and we're actually running a very unique Lucha this time. We're running Swords Dance, Acrobatics, Drain Punch, and Rock Slide. That's not what's so interesting about it. What's interesting about it is that we are max attack with max defense. This guarantee lets me live at least one to potentially two of any hit that's thrown my way that's super effective damage. If the Mimikyu clicks its Z move on me, though, it's probably potentially a roll to knock me out, depending on D-Ray's investment if he's adamant or jolly. So there's that. But this mon honestly can cook D-Ray's team if I play it correctly and could just single-handedly destroy him, honestly. So I'm feeling really good about this Pokemon. Up next, we have OGL, Blind of the Salamence with the Eye of Papa Berry. The idea with this set was that we would sub D-Dance to boost up and then use the berry to heal up when necessary. Dragon Claw plus Earthquake. Dragon Claw because D-Ray, again, besides Mimikyu, can't really switch into Dragon besides his steel type, but his steel type is neutral to ground. And I ended up going ground over fire because I just felt like the rain was going to be too much of an annoyance here. So we went with Earthquake for that reason. We're 4 in HP, max attack, adamant, 136 defense, and 116 speed up. We're running 0 speed to kind of be a bulky offensive mess. Because with this set, we can maybe take hits instead of Dragon Hits for free. We're faster and everything at +1 without any speed investment. But I do need +3 speed if I want to outspeed the or like if I wanted like +2 speed at least maximum to outspeed the Swampert, I could have done that, but I ended up not doing that. But this set I thought it really worked. But yeah, with this now be in mind, let's go ahead and get into this matchup against D-Ray. And we're here for the matchup against D-Ray. He literally brought everything we expected, which is great for us. D-Ray actually had to play this game at work, so unfortunately our time got a little messed up, but it's okay. We're here for the battle. D-Ray did pretty much bring exactly like I said. He brought everything I expected. If Kendrick came, then Kendrick came. I couldn't stop that. So I really debated on this lead. I really wanted to go El BORO. I really wanted to lead El BORO, but I ended up leading off with my Salamence. Um, we went with Salamence, and he actually leads off with Vikavolt. Now, the reason why I went with Salamence is because it was a free Dragon Dance opportunity in front of a free sub potentially in front of the Ferroform features. Elite Seed or go for the hazards. I can go for the stealth. I can go for the Dragon Dance up there. If he went Pelipper, it was probably another free Dragon Dance potentially up there. I can just sub, Dragon Dance, sub, Dragon Dance, sub, Dragon Dance, sub, Dragon Dance, and just go on from there with moves like that. He leads Spikeable though. I decide to go for the Dragon Dance. He actually goes for the Volt Switch, and he actually did a lot of damage, which revealed that he wasn't Specs though. I go for the Dragon Dance here. I'm gonna go for that substitute here, as he actually goes out into the Theraform here. And also my Aya Papa Berry did not pop for some reason. I think I maybe don't understand how these berries work as much as I thought I did because I thought the berry should have popped right here. But oh wait, you know why I'm doing that? I'm probably getting confused with gluttony. Gluttony usually pops right around here. That's probably what happens. So I go for a Dragon Dance. He goes for a Gyro, breaks my sub here. I actually go for another sub here, as he actually just waiting to the song for Raw. I got my Papa Berry. I go for a third Dragonite as he swaps out again, surprisingly, which I needed +3 to get to Swapper, but now he just Earthquake here, and that is fully physically defensive Ferroform here. I am just go for another Earthquake here, as D-Ray is going to go for Protect, trying to get out of Earthquake range, but seeing as we did a maximum of 58%, he cannot do it. Now, right here, I think honestly what D-Ray should have done is that he should have just went for another Protect or risked the potential chances of going into Pelipper. But the thing is that he would not have had Rain up and he would have been forced to sack it as well. So in comes that. In comes the Mimikyu here. I'm going to break the disguise on Mimikyu because as much as this mon can probably win the late game, I rather make sure this thing's disguise is broken. So now I go Gengar here. I just go for Shadow Ball. Guarantee knocks this thing out. In comes the Zero Aura. We're going to do about 36%. A good, clean 3-hit KO on this Pokemon. But now I get to my BORO, and he makes a very good read of clicking Fire Punch. Luckily, no burn. I get my leftovers. I just click Horn Leech here as I debated clicking Bulk Up. And also, can we just talk about that damage? Holy crap, that damage was insane to this thing. So now I'm debating right here. Do I want to click Bulk Up or Stone Edge here? I end up clicking Stone Edge. D-Ray gets a crit, which is very unfortunate for us, but it's okay because we crit him right back. And right here, I decided to save my Elboro because I do need it here. I go into my Lucha here, expecting the Ghost type move here, but D-Ray pulls out the Let's Snuggle Forever, which actually was enough to knock me out. And I actually have not looked at this calc yet. So let's calc this together, guys, because I actually am genuinely curious if that did kill me. With my investment at +1. If he's adamant, it did kill me. If he was oh, never mind. He just always killed me. Never mind. Damn, Mimikyu's Z move is strong. See, this is why you don't sleep on Mimikyu. Now I go for the Shadow Ball here as I guarantee live anyone hit from D-Ray, but a D-Ray crit. That was obviously really bad. So I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball here as now we get into our Gengar here. He goes into his Vikavolt here. Now, this Vikavolt was a very scary situation here as I keep doing this. I'm going to show you guys because this is very important for you guys to understand. This Vikavolt was not bulky at all. In fact, you may have noticed that it was actually scarfed because we guarantee outspeed Vikavolt underneath it, unless it's for some reason not scarfed. But D-Ray would be crazy enough not to run scarf, especially if you're faster than Salamence, you should be scarfed. Actually, I don't think I even recognized that until after Blue when I literally just saw my Salamence get outsped. That's how you know my brain slip. But as you can see right here, at 60%, it was a 56 to 66.4%. So at 60% or whatever HP was at, so it was like maybe like 60 something or close to it, we had a 62.5% chance to knock him out. Close to a 50 roll. It was a 60-40 roll. 60% of the time we always kill him, 40% of the time he lives. We do get the roll, knock out the Vikavolt. In comes Pelipper here. And I actually decided to save Gengar because if for some reason I need a little failsafe, there's that. Pelipper does go for this, but we cannot get confused because we are touching the ground. I do believe we're touching the ground. But we go for a Moonblast here as I almost went for sub actually, which would have been really great for us because that would have been a great iron defense right there. But I actually go right into my blue here as D-Ray is kind of forced to click the electric move because he can't really click the fire move because the rain's up here. And now I just click Horn Leech and the game is pretty much over because now this comes in and at this point in time, D-Ray actually does straight up lose because Pelipper, if my Bulu can outspeed Pelipper, Pelipper can Bulu outspeeds everything else. But yeah, D-Ray probably should have just risked his Zero Aura there, but I can see why he didn't want to risk Zero Aura because if he had risked Zero Aura, that's one mon that loses. That if you lose, then you can't you can't really help beat my uh Mega Absol, and it's arguably something that you can't use to help beat Gengar in case you don't think Gengar is Scarf or potentially Specs. So but with that, we shockingly take the victory off of D-Ray. I honestly did not like this matchup. This matchup was absolute garbage. I really had a bad matchup, I personally felt like. But I am so proud how the team performed. I definitely think I played really great. D-Ray played fantastic as well. Scarf Bikeable was awesome. That was such a good bring. The Zut Snuggle Forever just straight up killing a fully, like pretty much a fully defensive Palucha with just a Z move was insane. But my boy El BORO putting in the work. I believe I looked this up too. I think it's supposed to be the bull, but differently. I think. I don't remember when I came up with these names. But in his debut, he is gonna pick up. Oh, he only picked up 3 kills. I thought he picked up 4. Oh well, he got 3 nonetheless. But really happy how we played. Again, massive GG's to D-Ray again. Please, please, please go sub and like everything D-Ray does because D-Ray is an amazing human being. He's the reason why BBR kept going as long as it is right now. Even though he just recently stepped down, but still was one of the big founding fathers to push BBR in the right direction. He's been a big time helper when it comes to doing like the streams for people and running them and everything like that. He's doing everything he can to live his life the best he can and also be a great father. I have nothing but love and respect to D Ray. I admire him so much, and it's so glad that we can finally say we battled each other. And I know if we ever get a chance to, D Ray is coming back. He wants some more of me. And I'll tell you right now, D Ray, bring it on, my brother, because I want more as well. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, share, yeah. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, please do check out D-Ray. His link is down below. And with that, I will also formally announce I said this in the OGL Week 1 game, which you may or may not see this before this video. But for JDL Weeks 5 and OGDL Week 2, we unfortunately are suffering forfeit losses because I'm literally going to be working 10 days straight from July 11th to July 21st. I'm physically and mentally going to be in a no space to play Pokemon in a competitive setting. And I really have to have at least a day or two to be able to really want to have that opportunity to play these games. So unfortunately, we are going to take the forfeit losses there. So officially stating for JDDL, we are currently 2-3. I don't remember what our differential is like because I think let's see, we had I think it was 2, 6. I think we're either in the green or we're slightly still in the red, possibly. But we're 2-3 now. We got 3 games left to go to the season. If we win all 3 of our games, we guarantee playoffs. If we win at least 2 of those games, we might be able to clinch a playoff spot just barely, but who knows? But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you all for the next one. Peace!